You think you could beat Sam Hyde in a YouTube boxing match? Probably, yeah. Probably could, actually, yeah. I'd like my shot there. But he's huge, isn't he? He's bigger than me, I think. But I think he's like an inch taller than me. And so, yeah, he'd be dangerous, but I could go. Yeah, I reckon I could do better than the opponent did, and I think he would gas out. I'd probably go to the body a lot more, not get chinned, and then he'd gas and I'd batter him, I reckon. But I like Sam Hyde, though, so. I actually watched the other day, I watched Sam Hyde's podcast. I actually watched it today, earlier today. I watched Sam Hyde's podcast with Shane Gillis. I found it quite funny again. I haven't seen it in ages. 6'5", but he's stronger than not. Yeah, he's like just over an inch taller than me then. Or boxing fight for charity? No, not for charity, no. No way. Only for like my own money. No, I wouldn't fight for charity. No. I'd give money to charity, but my family's got to be set first before I give it to some random. If you give to charity and your parents' house isn't paid off, you're a snake. You know what I mean? John Jones' last fight was before Diego Lopez's debut. True. Thank you for the $2. It was. You are correct. Love the content. Thinking about becoming a member? You're more than welcome. You just spent the amount it would cost you per month. Thank you for the $10. Imagine someone hacks the films they're playing for the Sphere show and they change one of them to Dana his wife. Yes! That's your there's your love letter to the Mexican people. Please, someone. I'm not actually at, but that would be so funny if someone were to like get into the Bluetooth, whatever they were using. That would be incredibly funny if they did that. Incredibly funny. Hilariously funny if they did that. Very, very funny. Just before one of them, they just have Jones sprinting from the police, headbutting the police car. Who would win a fight, Valentina Shevchenko's versus one Tom Aspinall? I'm thinking of all the possibilities of what they could put on the screen now. And then Dana's panic of seeing it on the screen. It's just a big picture of him on the phone. You know that meme of him on the phone? They just put that GIF up there. In the middle of O'Malley versus Marab, round 1. It's just there, stuck. Stuck there for like 10 minutes. Anyway. Sorry, that would be so funny. Who would win? Who slept the greatest heavyweight of all time in Fedor? Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader slept him. He did. If that was that the tricky question. Who would you want as your coach if you were in MMA? Who would I want as my coach if I were in MMA? I probably just wouldn't want to. They're all dumb. I wouldn't want any of them. Look at this video. The titles that I see on YouTube. I had a jacket potato at the Spud Bros to compare it to Spud Man and got served by the Spud Mother. What is going on in this world? What the is going on in this world, dude? Has that 12-year-old salty energy towards O'Malley. It's actually hilarious. Hope O'Malley keeps winning for that reason. Yeah, no. O'Malley, a lot of these guys don't like him because he doesn't have a credential of some kind of accomplishment going into the UFC, right? But I don't know. I just feel like I'd prefer O'Malley as champ. I don't see why. Unless you're from Georgia or you're from Dagestan or you're Muslim and you're cosplaying as a Dagestani because you don't have a single good fighter in your entire world. I don't know why you would root against O'Malley. He's just fun to watch, isn't it? I'd rather watch an O'Malley fight than any of the others. Even if I don't really think much of his trash talk and stuff, he still makes it interesting. Georgians are not I didn't say Georgians were Muslim. That's why I specifically listed them aside from the Muslim and Dagestani population. I applied the Georgian to Marab, and I applied the Muslim and Dagestan population to Umar. I clearly did that. I don't know why you guys can't listen, but it is what it is sometimes. I shouldn't have to elaborate this, guys. I said it very clearly. This is the Greek god X downfall we've been expecting. I'm locked in, yo. But yeah, hopefully Marab and Sean kick off at this press conference, dude. I was looking at the, you know, the ESPN or the UFC Instagram page, yeah? And there was a post about them hitting this pinata on a screen, and it's just like, dude, how is this promotion? Like, who is the promotion team behind the UFC? Oh, it was on ESPN. Like, who is the actual promotion team behind the UFC? Noche UFC stars break the pinata. It has 7K likes in 2 hours. Why? I got the top comment on there as well. I said, what is this brain rot TikTok promotion? Give us a round table interview with O'Malley on one side and Marab on the other and have them talk like a boxing main event. Or they did with Till versus Masvidal way back when. How is this promotion? Like, I don't understand how they refuse to promote fights. How do we not have a sit-down interview with Marab on one side and O'Malley on the other? It's like they make the fighters avoid all interaction leading up to the fight. It's so dumb, dude. Thoughts on an O'Malley UFC pre-fight promo has been lame since they started doing those promotional compliance payments to fighters. Yeah, but there should be a reason as to why they do that. And it shouldn't just be a media day where they answer a few questions at a press conference. You know what I mean? Like, do a face-to-face between Marab and O'Malley. You know? That should be every pay-per-view card. We should get the main event sat across from each other, doing a face-to-face. And if there's a huge fight on the undercard, doing one for that as well. That's where you get proper promo. But they don't like promoting fights anymore because they're out to destroy the company. Am I getting gaslit or is 306 looking good? No, it's looking good. It's just not looking good because you've been gaslit over the last few years. They've lowered the quality of each card enough to now when you go from an Apex card to the Sphere, it looks amazing. When in reality, it never used to be this way, man. There used to be great fights up and down a fucking pay-per-view, especially when it was monumental. O'Malley being in an open... He's not anymore, but he already was, so the damage is done. O'Malley being in an open... Do you think the UFC improves the regular card quality after Dana leaves? If not, will we ever get back to pre-COVID fight night type cards? Do I think the UFC improves the regular card quality? Maybe because they won't be able to sort of rely on Dana's influence to sell cards. They'd have to do it purely based on the fighters. You know what I mean? So maybe. Thank you for the $5. I think it's headed downhill. I think Disney bought the UFC to destroy it from within and destroy the final bastion of masculinity in sports world, to be honest with you. With Marvel, 2015 to 18 cards were goated. They were, dude. Covington, Woodley. It probably wasn't even that. No, it wasn't. That wasn't even that era. Long before that. They were good. They were really good. The McGregor era. No, McGregor dipped. Yeah, there was like a gap, but that was Covington's come up. That was actually Covington's come up, where he would like jump in on 2 weeks' notice against Lawler and just jump in there and do work. You know? Those were the days. Those were the days, eh? Whitaker's come up was around then. You know? Sad times. I think Jones DC2 was around that time. Impression you mentioning the lack of wars recently this year in the UFC. I think Lopez Ortega can end up being that. And if one of the better fights this year, maybe, yeah. I did say that has an argument to be in a fight of the card for sure. But there haven't been many wars this year, have there? That Gucci Berserk, long-time supporter of the channel. And you, Aaron B&B. Thank you for the $5. Goddard is such a good dude, always saving the... Okay, yeah. Thank you for the $5, dude. I really fucking hate Goddard for not letting us see Izzy get flatlined by Pereira in that first fight, dude. That actually really pisses me off. That is true. Thank you for the membership, Jasper. I appreciate the membership, dude. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. Adesanya was for sure on his way to Valhalla against Pereira, but his chin is for sure strong as hell. No, it must be destroyed by Pereira, and Goddard robbed us of that, and I'll never forgive him. We could have seen him flatline KO'd on the ground, and then he wouldn't have been able to take the turnaround that quickly, and he maybe would have been rusty for the rematch, and then boom, Pereira would have got him, but nope, unfair. Can't wait for the round. Thank you for the $2. Top 3 fighters you'd be starstruck to chill with. Probably McGregor, Trevor Peake, and maybe like Donald Cerrone for old time's sake. Would be pretty cool hangout. I'm Omar.